Hi guys, my name is Bas and welcome to another SPSS to APA video. In this video I will show you guys how to generate the output of an independent samples t-test and how then you can copy and paste it in Word and make sure that it has the actual APA format. So that's what we're gonna have a look at today. So if you want to know what an independent samples t-test is and how it works, I would suggest taking a look at my SPSS tutorial videos because they show a lot of information how to do it. I will now show you very quickly, but it's mostly about how to make the output APA worthy. So we're going to analyze, analyze, compare means, and then the independent samples t-test. Then the test variable is going to be religious commitment 2, and the grouping variable is going to be gender, and then define groups, and then group 1 is value 1, and group 2 is value 2. And then we press paste, then we go to the syntax screen, and you can see that it has now pasted the code for the t-test. So you select it and press the big green play button, and then you get the t-test tables with the first of all the group statistics and afterwards the independent samples t-test itself. And we're going to take a look at the means, the standard deviations, the degrees of freedom, the t-value and the significance value. But first of all, if we would paste this in Word, it would look absolutely shitty. So we're going to make a new table ourselves. And we're going to make a table, and therefore we need rows and columns. And the amount of rows you need is 1 for the title, 1 for the logistic parameter, 1 to be empty, 1 to be the variable, in this case religious commitment 2, and 1 with the note. And that in total makes 5 rows if you have only 1 variable. The columns, the first column is going to be logistic parameter, the second column is going to be the mean of the first group, then the standard deviation of the first group, then the mean of the second group, then the standard deviation of the second group, then the t-value with the degrees of freedom, and then the p-value, which is the significance value, with a total of 7. So it's going to be 5 rows, 7 columns. We're going to make that on the next page. So we're going to press insert, table, and then 5 rows and 7 columns. Like this, yes, 7 by 5 table. And the first one is going to be the title of our table, which is going to be in bold, table 1, and then in italics, t-test table. Okay, then the second row was going to be logistic parameter, parameter. Then the one below that is going to be empty. Then the name of the variable is religious commitment 2. And the last row is going to be in italics, notes, and then a dot. Okay, and then in terms of the columns, the first row is going to be empty, but in the second row is going to be, in italics, M1, and then in italics, it's going to be male, not in italics, it's going to be male, and over here it's going to be female, and over here it's going to be, the t value, and then with the degrees of freedom, and then the last column is going to be the p value. And then below that, the males is going to have in italics the M, then the one next to that in italics SD, then in italics the M again, in italics the M, why do I keep doing that? And then in italics the SD for females, and then the degrees of freedom is going to remain empty, and the p-value is going to remain empty as well. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the means and the differences of the male group and the female group. And the males, as we can see on the right, have a mean of 3.26. And you make sure to round it off to 2 decimals. And their standard deviation in this case is 1.23. And then for females, which is woman, the mean is 3.54. And their standard deviation is 1.17. And then the degrees of freedom, you can see over here that the degrees of freedom is 1719. So that's what we're going to fill in here. 1719. The T value needs to be in italics. The P value needs to be in italics. The T value itself is minus 4.690. Minus 4.69. And the P value is 0.00. Okay, so these are all the values you need. And then that is about it. So then we're going to make sure that it looks APA worthy. First of all, we're going to select the entire table and make sure, if we go back to home, that it's in Times New Roman and letter type 12. So these are the fonts you should use if you want to make it look APA worthy. Then we're going to merge the top row. So we're going to select the top row, go to table design, go to layout, and then press merge cells. The same we're going to do for the bottom. So you select the bottom row and select merge cells. The same we're going to do for these two. Select those and then merge cells. The same for this one, merge cells. And then move male and female to the center of the cell by pressing this button over here. Okay, then next up we're gonna remove all the borders, because why don't I just select all of it? Yeah, we're gonna remove all the borders. So we're gonna go to the table design, borders, and then select no borders. And now we're gonna select the top row, and we're gonna select borders, and then bottom border. Then we're gonna select these four and select top borders. And then we're gonna select, let's see, yes, the religious commitment row, and make sure that it has both top borders and bottom borders. Yes, like this. Okay, and then we're gonna select the table as a whole. Press the right mouse button. And then go to auto fit and auto fit to contents. And now it looks something like this. And this is your APA table. And you can add, if you have a note, you could add it over here. This time I do not have a note. This is what it should look like. So this is your APA t-test table. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, then please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're new. I want to make SPSS grow as much as possible, so every single like and subscription is very much appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.